Hey my village, it's your Coach Mo back with another video. This one is for our parents. I know this topic is controversial, but I know some of y'all gonna have your panties in a bunch, but we're gonna talk about it because I wouldn't be me if I didn't say anything. This one is about pretty much how the teachers are not the only ones that should be teaching your child. Parenting and teaching starts at home. You should be the first teacher that your child have. There's no reason why your child should be starting kindergarten. They don't even know their name. They only know their nickname. I've seen this too many times. I volunteer and work at a lot of schools and volunteer a lot at every school my son went to, and it's ridiculous. And how many parents call and blame the teacher that their child is failing and stuff like that. They don't even know their child learning language, and that's unacceptable. When my son starts school, I give them my business card. I tell them call me for anything. I will sit in class with them. I'm that type of parent. If you have any issues, if you see he's falling behind, let me know. We could work together because I homeschooled him for 5 years. So I know his learning language. I know how he learned. I know how he retained information. And I know like he's really quick with doing his work and he would be distracted talking to other students. I know his mouth get him in trouble. I was the same way. But you should know these things about your kids. So it's time for this reminder. So education is a partnership. And it's not solely the teacher's responsibility to educate your kids. That starts at home. While teachers play a crucial role, your involvement is equally vital. So you should be helping your kid with homework. I know we're busy. A lot of times now we have two parents working. So we're not at home. We're not spending as much time with our kids like we used to, like how we grew up, even though we pretty much raised ourselves because our parents was working too, especially if you grew up in a single parent home like mine. And a lot of this stuff is hard. They learn different math and we don't know how to do it, but you got to reach out for help. You got to check resources. They have free tutoring at a lot of schools, but learning starts at home and you are your child's first teacher. So just keep that in mind before you call the school blaming them about your kid failing. Yes, they're supposed to teach. Yes, they get paid to teach, but they have overcrowded classes, 37 kids. It's crazy. They're not getting paid enough to be sitting here dealing with discipline most of the time versus being able to teach your kids because there's so many distractions because y'all just send your kids to school like a daycare because y'all don't want to deal with them. But that's another video. You had to start from like reading. I started reading to my child at a few months old. He was probably 3 months old. I started reading books. So from reading together to exploring the world. Y'all know I take my son out of the country with me. Every time I go out of the country, he's with me. He's been to about 5 or 6 different countries since the age of 9. I started taking him when he can tolerate 14-hour, 11-hour flights. But your everyday interactions shape their curiosity. My son was very curious. He'd be like, oh, I want to learn about this. So I took him to the Eiffel Tower. We was learning about spirituality and religions and stuff. So we went to where the Pope is and went to that church. And we went to Rome, Italy. Took him to London. Took him to Paris, France. And we got rosaries. We got him blessed in the holy water at the church where the Pope is. And we started learning about different things. He's very curious about certain topics about Mexico. So we go to Mexico the most. Every year we go to Mexico. But it starts with you exploring and putting them out there to learn about different things. But take an active role in your child's education. It's very important. Attend parent-teacher conference. A lot of y'all don't even show up for those. I know you're working, but it's one day, sometimes twice a year. You can take off for that one day. Communicate with the teachers. Email them. I'm always emailing. When I see something, the grade slipping, I'm like, what is going on? Do you need me to show up? What could I do to help you? And create a supportive learning environment at home. My son has a desk. He has an area where he can do his work. I had him with his own chair, computer chair, everything. Like everything I had, he had. So he was able to sit and be comfortable with working out of the house, doing his homework. But also, when parents and teachers work together, it creates a powerful foundation for your child and make them successful. So let's build a foundation together with these teachers. They have enough on their plate. They already have it hard enough to be overworked, underpaid, and dealing with a whole bunch of students and parents. Parents probably are the biggest headache for some teachers. But let's embrace the shared responsibility and stop blaming teachers for everything. Together, we can empower the next generation. Because it's sad, a lot of these kids are not even at level on reading, math, nothing. But we can empower them with knowledge and skills that we can teach them for a brighter future, because this is our future. These are the people that's going to be running the world when we're old and we're retired. That's scary to even think of. So join the education journey. Support these teachers. Y'all should be buying, because y'all seen how it was when the pandemic and y'all had to teach your own kids. And that's why half of the kids don't know nothing now, because y'all just gave up. You don't have the patience for it. But it's important to join the journey to appreciate the teachers. I'm not a teacher myself, but I help out a lot at schools. They hire me as a parent coach. I get on every committee to be the advocate for the parents and the teachers, helping to improve today's society of kids. Like, it's getting really bad and it's not looking great. But we want to be able to motivate our kids, help the teachers and staff support our kids in whatever they need, speak up for our kids, advocate for the kids. And that's just a reminder I wanted to put out there. Until next time, Coach Mo out.